did GRV really lose the governorship election in 2023? Right, for this measure of violence to be meted against him, against just defection defection from the Labour Party to the ADC. It is not election yet. This just little program, and the state is mobilizing in this mass, mobilizing the police, mobilizing thugs, mobilizing the army, mobilizing the DSS. What could really be, if there is no fear instilled in their minds about this little young man? Why would they have to go that extreme? I bet you the police van that I counted that came to the second venue, not the first venue, the second venue was not less than 5. The police officers
What?
were,
What? Sorry, what?
I mean,
Sorry,
bro,
Mr.
like they
David.
were
How
many,
many
but
numbers do you call?
I'm saying not less than. I didn't say more, not
Okay.
less than. The number of police officers I saw today at Ekwaja Command Road, I have never seen such in any. I don't think I've seen it in any gathering. It was so terrible. Like the praise everywhere was heavily militarized. The second venue, I'm not talking of the first. The first, you had the army, you had the DSS. In the second venue, you had the police and other officials. Why so? And so this is just a brief. I think I've already given a background for those of us who just joined in. I probably do a recap, but let me allow other persons to express themselves or probably ask questions, and then we can forge ahead in the conversation.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. David. I mean, you have said so much. So, I just want to add to some stuff. So now, these people, like I said, our security men were there. We had it was a very fantastic outing, I must say, because it was supposed to be a massive one, a massive one. The preparation was absolutely perfected, and even when they stopped us at the first venue, now David said 5. I I would leave nothing less than 5. It was as if, when they said terrorists want come into country or come into a state or a territory, so they want to put what do you call it, checkpoints everywhere. And one of the thing assignment I was also given was I move a the whole around Alimosho, from Igondo to Baja to um, Elekpo, Iyanipaja, you know, back to Egbeda axis, come to the Moshalashi, that is the first location we had, and then even enter the location we had. Men that were there are men that are supposed to join armies and fight Boko Haram, just for a common program that we wanted to have, right? Just for a common program we wanted to have. So what happened today was a well state government arrangement. Now, back to now, after they stopped us there, we had to look for another location. And since they say we cannot get there, we say no problem. We move. We got another location. Everything was set up. This is money being spent. Got the location. They come and occupy it. Say it cannot happen. And funny enough, that location that we got and they said it can't happen, they use it. APC use it today. They stopped us from using it and they use it. I don't know if you get my point, Mr. David. They stopped us from using it for our own event, but they now use it. I mean, that is high level
They,
of press.
not necessary that they use it. They used it
Yes,
to
because
stop.
to stop us.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Now,
Because
yes,
as at 2 p.m. or there about 3 p.m., they are dispersed. Because of
yes.
course it's not that we are not coming there anymore. I mean, that is no more coming there. So they dispersed when they
Yeah,
got a wind of the second venue of the event happening at the second venue. They dispersed. Though
yeah,
some security officials
yes.
were
So
still
when we
there.
got to the second vein and everything started, everything where was going smoothly when we started in the morning. Our people were coming in. The security, the police since they are now politicians' houseboy, I think the CP did not, I believe, did not give us, but we have some other uniform security men that were there and were well coordinated. And the next thing we saw ACP. ACP drove in. When he drove in, it was like, what is happening here? And all that and all that. This he drove out. Even when our people, at the likes of Barrister Shaw and other people were approaching him to talk with him, and other people on ground, he did not want to listen. He did not listen to anybody. ACPO, ACP. He did not listen to any. This is a recording space. He drove out. Only him with one Hilux drove out, went and stand on the other side, say our people should come and meet him. And when we even were approaching, they still approaching. He did not listen to anybody. He was still on call. The next thing he did was to order their security to leave the gates, order them to leave. That's the next thing he did, order them to leave. And immediately, now you see, it was a well arrangement. Order them to leave so that the Agbero can come in. When he ordered them to leave, the Agberos were escorted. No be say they waka by themselves, were escorted by Nigerian police force. There are videos. This is not just someone saying it, and I'm not just saying because I had it. I was there. I saw it. When they came in, the police allowed walk them in, and they now stood and they now start displaying. Now, even with all their display, the people push back. The people push back. So I believe that probably it will be much better in an open field next time, because in Lagos, though everyone knows what everyone is up to, we all know what the government of the day is playing. Just like Mr. Steve said on the comment section, it's not going to be something. In fact, for me, it was after this event, I sat down. A lot of us were locked inside, myself, and a whole lot of people were locked inside. I asked myself, see, let's be honest, I believe they are listening. If you are listening, let them hear it. The level of insecurity in Nigeria, I think, this me saying it, it is just a starting. With the way things are in Nigeria, it's just starting. Uh, this me saying it is me, myself, this is my word. Do you know why I'm saying so? If you are listening, how in a society will have people that are supposed to protect its people, now they want escorting armed, unauthorized people to come and armed and innocent people. Let's be honest. Tell me, tell me, is that not a cause? These are the things that lead to all sort of groups causing mayhem in Nigeria. It's injustice. It's injustice. Seeing my police that I'm supposed to have trust, I'm supposed to have boldness when I see them, being the one guiding people on unauthorized armed men to come and arm people. It's very sad. This thing that happens today, like it is recorded space, I said it was well coordinated and handled by police people. The ACP, the DPO, all of them, all of them.
So
And they
yeah. So
destroyed.
when we talk
And now,
about,
fun enough, sorry, Mr. David, I'm coming. Let me round up here. Now, fun enough, these guys don't only come to maybe cause problem and all that. They also came to steal all the important equipment there. They went away with it. Police were there, so police saw them jacking it, going out. They were carrying it. They picked the guy all equipment, important equipment, the digital mixer. We all know the cost of mixer. What this guy is account, he has account for his equipment, over 28 million naira. Equipment those guys pick away, over 28 million naira equipment. Now the shares they've broken, the other one don't even send a report and never check out. This cannot continue, and it won't. But I believe today they also saw that this cannot continue, and it won't. Mr. David, let me not talk much because I don't want to say several things. Are you back?
okay, so yeah, so we can allow others to talk. This is, like I said initially, this is a state sponsored attack, right? The essence of this certainly is to instill fear and win the hearts of Nigerians, because of course, if Nigerians are able to successfully prove to Nigerians that 2027 isn't going to be easy, it's going to be an eye for eye, they are ready for attack, many people will withdraw, and that would cause voter apathy. And they do this with the belief or the hope that the opposition leaders or opposition candidates wouldn't pull as much weight in violence as would be necessary to forestall their own violent attack. All right. So they believe that if Nigerians do not feel the need to vote, I mean, if they believe that one, their votes will not count, and secondly, their lives will not be secure if they come out to vote, there will be huge voter apathy, and that will make rigging so easy. This is the plan. So they're testing the waters. They tested the waters in. They said with test. They started testing the waters with threat or subtle threats, against PO, and then full blown threat, as we saw in Benue, in Edo State, and then they now have gone on to attack, pocketed attacks like the one they did against PO's brother's business, and then what happened in Kaduna State, what happened against Malami, and now this. So it is more like testing the waters, all right? I had put out a tweet much earlier, and I said that obedience should prepare to do what's it called, Jehovah Witness kind of canvassing in 2027, because it's most likely, if nothing is done, it's most likely that PO wouldn't be able to hold rally in most of the states, statewide rally in most of the states. Venues will be denied him, right? Requests for venues will be denied, and if he goes ahead to do it, probably on the street, they will mobilize thugs and then they will pin the blame on him. Now, if any of us has seen the rubbish secular that we are sharing, rubbish secular that we are sharing to derail the conversation, the truth, by saying that it is a clash amongst ADC members, very very meaningless rubbish that we are sharing on what's it called, on WhatsApp, and then of course I've not seen any of them on social media, on X, but then they were sharing on WhatsApp, derailing the truth, rubbishing what happened, and painting it as though it was an infight, something that was, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But then what I have taken from what happened today is that these guys are animals. These are not human beings we are dealing with. And I'm happy that Jeremy has seen that. Of course, even though he's a smart person, and he has always had his plan B ever since after the 2023 election. He has grown much wiser and more sagacious in the political calculations and strategies, right? And so he has seen that what he's entering into is pure war. These guys have declared war on democracy. Yeah, they've declared war on Nigerians, and they are ready to go to any length, including taking out people to be able to make sure that they stay in power. These are highly um, highly military, heavily weaponized set of criminals that, I mean, their sinister agenda wouldn't um, be birthed if they do not spill blood, right? And they are ready to spill blood, and they are ready to go to every length. And what we saw today was just a starting point. It's just like, they're clearing their voice. They've not begun to sing. When they sing a tune of violence, it will touch everyone. And so, if the oppositions are ready, really ready or willing to ever take up anything, this is the time, for them to show force. So I will yield. General Snow, welcome on board. Probably you go ahead and then we'll get other persons to speak. I'll pass the mic across. Snow, over to you.
Thank you so much, David. Prince Xavier, how you doing? Good evening. Good evening to everybody on this space. Hope you all are doing good. First of all, I would say that APC APC is scared, and I don't even know why they are scared because they are both at the federal and state level. They have power, and they are running around like pussies. You know, it's so How do I put it? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't give me the kind of position I thought they would be. A position of countering people that wants to take power from you with what you have done with governance. Instead, they are going the route of weaponizing poverty and bringing these boys, hungry boys, to disrupt ordinary announcements. Ordinary announcement. You can see how unorganized APC is in the state. Very unorganized, very jittery, very scared. And that shows that something is happening, something is cooking. And and they feel it. They know that ADC is coming, GRV is coming. And the only thing they have, or the only thing they know how to do is to, come up with this hit and run kind of violence and call it a day. Then their media arm is, spin any propaganda and call it a day. So I'm happy that GRV stood his. Can you mute, please? What's his name? Correct guy. Can you mute? GRV stood his ground and did what he wanted to do, where he wanted to do it in Alimosho, declared for ADC, regardless of whatever happened. That means that if we have the right resolve in the country generally, we can achieve whatever we want to achieve. So, 2027 is going to be very interesting. It's not the time to come on social media to write long epistles, hold spaces, and analyze what the talks did and all of that. That's when your mama tell you, my mama tell me too. This country, and all of us get them. You understand? That is the mindset everyone should go into the elections with. That is the mindset. This is a democratic country. I have the right to choose who I want to lead me. I have the right to select who I want to govern me in a state where I pay taxes. As simple as that. If you say, okay, I no get right, you want to intimidate me. Self-defense is enshrined in our constitution. I will defend myself. I'm not going to like lay over and have you butcher me. And when it go happen, Ajay. So that's just it, man. I'm so happy the way GRV handled the whole thing. It shows that he's ready to lead in face of violence. He stood his ground, and the event held. That is the end point of the whole conversation. He announced for ADC in the local government where he wanted to, and that is that. Whatever happened, and again, having three venues planned ahead shows foresight, shows that he knows that APC, in fact, he made a fool of them, if you ask me. He made a fool of them. They emptied the police and everybody at the first venue, blocked all the roads leading to the venue. He just used these guys to play, just show that they have no intellectual depth, they have no foresight. Like, do you expect GRV to just concentrate like you shouldn't have a plan B? Dude had plan B, plan C, and he succeeded. So going forward, like David said, APC are just testing waters. They're just okay. We did this. What was the reaction? There was no reaction. Maybe we up it a bit, but they are in for what they don't even know. Because, like I said, waiting your mama tell you, my mama tell me too. As simple as it is, I don't have to explain whatever I'm saying to anybody. That's the way you know as a Nigerian, I know I'm too. It's very, very simple. And the people or the Nigerian people that want good governance, they are more in number, they are much more in number. So they can take you 100 to 1. So, like David said again, what we really need to do is to make sure we motivate people enough to register for PVCs, collect it, and be ready to vote. These things they are doing is to scare people away and make you feel like, the last election, what happened? We came out en masse, we voted, and what? How did it end? That is what they are trying to do. And that is what we must not allow them to do nationwide. With if the coalition works, fine. If it doesn't work, we did it before and we'll do it again. So we have to actually do that Jehovah Witness style of canvassing, and bringing people on board. They want people to be apolitical, but we're not going to let it happen. So we have a lot of work to do. We have to show these people that we are determined to make this country work, because victory is not handed to anybody. Freedom cannot be handed to you. You have to fight for it. You have to work for it. You have to put in the blood, the sweat, and take it. Like we have to, the way Tinubu said it, we have to grab it and run with it. Now this time around, now we go grab and run with them. Ajay, they go beat you for your game. And so you just be. So kudos to ADC, Lagos State, kudos to GRV and everybody that came out today. So unfortunate that some persons were injured. And of course, I know say them too injured, but they're not going to show us. But then it's okay. We move. So
So much,
thank
God,
you so much,
General.
Xavier.
Thank you so much, Mr. General. I mean, that final point, um, badly some injured, and they also, but they won't show us. And honestly, and I mean, that was the perfect way. And going forward,
No, Prince Xavier, were you expecting these guys to just come?
they are mad. Their
No,
father.
you just come to injure me. I go to look you.
No, their father. No, look, the worst thing, I mean, it's going to be making sense in a better field. And I want to also especially welcome His Excellency incoming for Delta. He was on ground physically and he was marching forward with GRV. Mr. Ken Pella was on ground massively, was on ground presently. He was on ground talking to these people putting on black and black, but behaves like, I don't want to call, if I behave like, for the respect of people on the space, not for them, I would have said they behave like cows. Thank you so much, Mr. Kelpela. Please, do I've invited you. If you can come up. Yeah, I've invited
Uh,
you.
let me, let, let me quickly say something to
Yeah,
Kempela. Osemigo. Uh, I saw you. Mr. Kempela. He's been a very, very big support to obedience movement, and in fact, anywhere there is a conversation around good governance, he's there. We are very proud to have you.
I'm good, boss.
God
Moga,
bless you.
I hope that you have rested.
I just a rich house. Oh.
It is well, sir. It is well.
Yeah, but I'm okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I mean, let me just give the mic to you at least. I mean, your experience. Thank you.
Well, there's nothing much to say. This is just a sample of what is to come, and it's a good thing that it's preparing us like I said, in my speech during the declaration, evil cannot prevail perpetually unless we refuse to stand. Unless the good people of Lagos refuse to stand, the good people of Delta refuse to stand, unless all the good people all over Nigeria refuse to stand, and that is not possible. Um, Everywhere in this world, wherever good people have stood, evil has fallen, and Nigeria will not be different. No matter who is there, Nigeria will not be different. So let us continue to stand. Um, Democracy has always prevailed when the people stood. It will happen in Nigeria. It happened in India. It happened in Liberia. It happened in Accra. And most definitely, it will happen in Nigeria. So let's continue to stand. And the good will definitely prevail. Um, I thank you all for continuing to stand with our brother. Victory is certain. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Thank you so very much, sir. I mean, we are very, very grateful. The whole Lagos is grateful. In fact, I was surprised when I saw you. I say, yeah, this one, guys. Well done, sir. Well done. Well done. I mean,
It was
we have
a, it
never
was a
seen
pleasure to
we
be
have
there.
never seen any of your kind. Honestly, let's be honest. In the past, other people that contested, we've seen you being supportive to a lot of fellow candidates. I mean, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And like I said, Morgan, please, when you are ready for Delta, call us. We'll be there fully. Now, full house. Thank you, sir. So,
I go definitely call on that IOU.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so Odunaya, Mr. David, I don't know if you are still there, but Odunaya hand is up. Please be on the speak. Let's have your hand up. And you see, the most important thing here is that no one has monopoly of violence. And this is just my word. So going forward now, oral for oral. So tit for tit, as you bring and come, so you go receive them. And it has to be so that no one can intimidate people. That days has gone, but on top that, they will see there. So today was a very perfect day. I can tell you, people came out, and what the day was meant for was achieved. And GRV outsmart them in their games. I outsmart them now overnight. Outsmart when they were somewhere gathering, we were somewhere outsmarting them.
When you say outsmart, you are kind of ascribing smartness to APC. APC are not smart. They are bunch of idiots, bunch of in fact, actual idiots. It's an insult to call APC idiots because the actual idiots will feel insulted. These guys are brainless. They're just marauding herds. You understand? So Jerry, not just outsmart them. You use them to play. You know, somebody that is doing an event had three venues, made one public. You went there, blocked everywhere, packed dog everywhere, packed police, DSS, Kiniko, and the guy went to the third venue and held his event. Can you imagine the sight of these police thugs running from one point to the other? Man, I wish I had my camera. I would have captured it. I would have.
General shows no, so these guys are jobless people. Just don't mind them.
Um, Jervin and Maradona, no verse.
Thank you so much, General. So Odonoya, Abi Odonaya, Odonaya, yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honorable Pella, good evening. I trust you fine. Thank you so much. I saw you too. Thank you, Savior. God bless you so much. I know you have um the spirit of more than 10 persons. David, thank you, Snow. But my challenge is this. We have talked about these issues very well. I understand that there's a problem. What are mechanism, right? Are we going to employ? Because if you're going to APC, me, I know that Tinubu is a criminal. He cannot do anything that is normal. If Tinubu is in the right thing, he will not recognize it, first of all. It's not his character to say the right thing and do it. So if you're coming to play with Tinubu, don't come and say Christ is Lord or whatever you want to do. You can be a Christian to your family, to your wife, to your children. If you want to do that one, just go and do it in your home. But if you want to play with Tinubu, see, you will converse Nigerians. You will do everything you have to do. But while you are doing so, you have to plot that it is head to head. You have to let them know very well that you are a mad person too. You have to let them know that you are up to that game too. You understand the game very well. You see, Nigerians actually look forward to the leader. For instance, leaders that will actually want them to like give shoulder to have shoulder. Nobody has a monopoly of madness, like we said here. But if you don't see a leader that will inspire you to do so, that will tell you to do so, you will not do so. You just be like classical about it. 2027, 2023 rather, in my polling unit in Abuja, I found out that when I went out, I came back to collect. I went to collect my phone, and I came back. The guys have carried polling unit materials inside one particular compound. Like, why this thing happening? People were already going home, so people were already murmuring, but nobody was ready to go inside. But it took some of us, like I said, no, let's go inside. This one I tell you, I went to meet the military people that were there and the police officers that were there. I asked them, look at what's going on. They told me completely that that is not the problem. They don't have interest in what happened there. So to do anything right, that's the first thing I understood. So I knew very well that this is our future. I want to take it. So my thought was, whatever is happening in my polling unit is going around every part of Nigeria. So the obedient or people that's watching Obi are fighting everywhere. So we cannot just allow them to do this thing here too. So I told them, let's go inside, and we went there, and then they saw the way we were angry, and they knew very well that these people. So they brought the polling unit materials outside, and people started voting. I didn't go to the next day because there was no need for me to go home again. Because I don't know what will happen if I leave that place for 5 years. So I stayed back. I voted as the last person that voted. I made sure that everybody don't want to vote, voted. And I voted as the last person. And we counted the results and we did everything there. But the question is, how many young persons have that strength and the energy to even inspire themselves or to stay true for themselves? That's the honest truth. You're not doing it for your leader per se, you're doing it for yourself. Because people will not give you leadership that is right. That's the first thing. And if we have to stop Tinubu, the first thing we must have to have a unanimous voice. That's the first thing. If we are bickering ourselves, we are fighting ourselves, we're not going to get anything outside of it. And people who are united can pursue anything they want to pursue in life. Sorry, who is that? Yeah. So if people who are united will have to like put something together. At least if you look at the Tower of Babel, they were in one accord, and they were in one accord making prospering until there were confusion in their midst. And when there was a confusion in their midst, in terms of the languages, they said they could not make any further progress. So the question is, we have to be united. That's the first thing we have to do. Whether you like it or not, it may not even like this person's face. But because of the struggle this person is struggling for, the same struggle you're struggling for, you have to look for a way to work together. If you want to look at me and look at you from the place of hatred, from the place of the tribe, from the place of your religion, from the place of who you are, what I think you are, what I think you are not, we will definitely destroy ourselves. At the end of the day, Tinubu will win. That's the first thing. Two, while we are campaigning, while we are calling about what we want to do for Nigerians and everything, we should let them know very well that we understand your language, and the riot act will be read every area, every time the campaign is taken. We cannot just keep quiet and say, God bless you, we believe in God. No, I know what I can do. I believe in God very well. I believe very well that faith without work is an empty thing. If I want to believe in God, I can do so with my wife and my children and whatever thing I do outside my. But if I want to do Nigeria politics, you have to remove the clouds and remove the cloud of this Christian faith that makes you to be very maybe just foolish in terms of the way Nigerians see politics. Because in the eyes of Nigerians, like Tinubu, you see as a foolish person. Try to do the right thing. That's the honest truth. If you say you want to go to court to go and challenge one process or the other, you're not going to get justice. Everywhere is already tied against us. So what happens today is to see what will happen tomorrow, what happens to 2027. Tinubu will not go. That's why it doesn't blink an eye, because he already perfected his intention, and that intention is very simple: to make sure that you're going to re-election and create fear, fight you, and even destroy people. What our strategy against it? What our fight against it? We can develop some kind of at the cyberspace where we have our systems to defend ourselves in that sense. That's not enough. We must be able to tell people that we will be behind you. We are going to work with you. What happened to one happened to every one of us. So one could defend ourselves. It happened in Meduguri, we'll fight for ourselves. It will happen in Delta, we'll fight for ourselves. So if we don't have that mentality, we're not going to win. That's just it. We have seen this thing. This is not the first time. I don't expect anybody to be surprised about anything Tinubu will do henceforth. No, I don't. I'm not surprised. The IG of police today is a pastor in the Redeemed Church, but doesn't believe in Christ. That's the first thing you must understand. He believes in Tinubu more than he believes in Christ. Just know this one and go home with it. Is the IG of police going to do the right thing? No. The current chief of army staff, go and check his history. Check the system. So that's why you go home with these ones. So there's nothing that will play that will be surprise to you as a person. The question you're going to ask yourself is, what can we going to do differently? Are you going to go after them head to head and I'll go get them, mobilize Nigerians? This is for us to ponder. This is for us to think about. So nobody will never play fair. So nobody should come and tell us we are surprised. No. You also should be surprised about is what your mechanism you are developing to defend yourselves. It's going to be a physical fight. It's going to be an intellectual fight. It's going to be all kind of fight. But let it be that you are aware that this person will not going to come and tell you do the right thing. Tinubu will never do the right thing. That is even more bigger than even the problem. Because it's going to destroy our institution, destroy our system, destroy everything. Because that's who he is. A greedy fellow does not think about anything except himself. That's who Tinubu is. So that's how bad it is. It's going to destroy everything that is destroyable because it's about him. It's about him, not any other thing. So what are we going to do? Let's not lament. Let's not lament. We should be talking about what mechanism we should be developing. If we're not developing it yet now, we should be thinking about it now and working towards it now. This is the time to prepare for tomorrow. We cannot wait for tomorrow to come by surprise against us. And we'll not say, how did we get here? No, we got here by our own failure to develop ourselves and to defend ourselves. Thank you so much, MS Savior. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Moga. Mr. David, are you there? Hello, Mr. David, are you there?
You can pass the mic. I'm here. You can pass the
Yeah,
mic now.
okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Odunaya. So my organism, I can tell you, is massive. It's already massive on ground. So, um, were we surprised that that would happen? No, it wasn't. It wasn't a surprise stuff, and because since it was not a surprise, and I mean, thank you so much. So, I think the next person should be. Please let me form a queue. Victor, engineer, and Henry. Doctor, yeah, your hand is not up, oh, and C. Correct, your hand is not up, and Mr. Michael, your hand is not up. So, Victor, please. Hello, Mr. Victor, are you there? Okay, Mr. Victor is not there. Engineer Kali. Engineer.
Did you? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
All right, thank you. Good morning, or is it good evening? You see, what has been happening lately with this Tinubu's administration? I mean, that should not be a surprise to anyone. But I think for one reason or the other, uh, people have been relaxed to the extent thinking something different was going to happen. But I think this actually is a timely reminder to all of us that are trying to remove this anti-people's government. This is a reminder that this is our reality. I mean, this is just them testing waters and see how we are going to react, what we are going to do about it. I mean, the leaders of the opposition have been trying, but I don't think it's close to enough. I mean, we saw what happened in Kaduna with El Rufai and the government over there. We saw what happened in Kebbi State with Malami. and the police. And today again, since yesterday, we've been following this story, and David here has been updating us to what's happening with GRV and Ali Mosho, and how descent from thugs to police to army, and later the DSS also joined the scene. See, please mute your mic. Just to make sure that this gathering did not hold. So this is what APC is going to do. I mean, anyone that's relaxed and think is going to go any other way. I mean, this is your reality, and what we need to do is what the leaders have been doing. I need like 100x of what they are doing right now. We need to have an atmosphere, this kind of tension that we had in 2011 and 2015. You need to, because I could remember in 2011, I was actually working with the political advisor for Jonathan back then. I was an aide in his office. And during the elections, it was like the end of the world. Like, I never thought that 2011 would come to pass. I mean, you would have mobilization money with you, but you are scared to even go out to share it. Mobilize your party agents and people all across to tell them, go and stand for PDP. It became worse in 2015. PDP people, with all the money, with all the securities, you could not go out. You were hiding, not even in your house, in one hotel, because you cannot even stay in your house, knowing fully that the people are ready for you. Every other day, you see the leaders of the opposition marching the streets, making sure that everywhere is toxic. It seems as if that May 29, 2015 was not going to pass. It's like Nigeria was going to end. So even at that, even if you have that kind of atmosphere, it's still not enough to shake what we have right now. Because we all know Tinubu is not Jonathan. So we need something that is much more than that kind of tension we had in 2015. What we need is something much bigger than that. And all this shouting on social media, saying this and saying that, is not going to help anyone. It's not going to change anything. And anyone that is a stakeholder in this opposition, whether you are a leader or you are a follower or whatever you are, this is what we need going 2027. Before any other thing, these guys need to understand that they are not just going to have it their way. Whatever they want to bring, we have to be ready to match it and do more. And this comes down to our unity. It comes down to our primary interest, which is removing this government. And if by any chance we want to continue fighting ourselves and thinking there is any other way around this thing, then we are still not ready for this 2027. Because Tinubu is going to do what he will do. And this should not surprise anyone. 2011, you would have house. I had rams that I could not share because I was. Who are you going to give?
Yeah, engineer,
So
can you
this
try and
is
round
this
up?
is yeah. So this is the kind of um, setting we need to have going into 2027. I mean, we need to rally and rile up Nigerians and make sure that this government, they already sense this tension coming. You must do the right thing, or else whatever you want to bring, we are ready for you. So it's as simple as that. This is my own gentle reminder to each and every one of us. This is what we are going to face. Like, this is a fraction of it. So let's all come back to our senses and understand the only way forward is united. So thank you, Prince Silvio.
Thank you so very much, engineer. And that is the most important stuff, important thing. And we have to remind ourselves that. And for me, I would say because there are some stuff engineer can do, not everyone can do it. You that you know, just that your vote, go out and vote. Don't worry. We all know what APCs they can do, and everybody, not as if they cannot do it. So everybody will do it. 2023 is not 2027. Go out and vote. Your vote will be protected to be counted. That is just it. And na so it will be this time. And na so it is. So thank you so much, engineer, and God bless. So I said na so it will be, and na so it is. Maybe so it means that it has already been your hair. Yeah, thank you so much. So I think next is Henry. Henry, good evening.
Good evening, Prince. Well done. I greet your co-host also, and I greet everybody here. Um, See, what I'm going to say, I'm not here to massage anybody's this thing. Please, if you don't like what I'm saying, please, I apologize. Oh. Me, I know they here to, make everybody happy or say what you want to hear. Prince, you see, when you say this is exactly what you're going to see in 2027. I think it's not true. You're going to see worse than this. These police guys you're seeing, they are the ones who are going to defend the rigging. In 2023, we saw in the collation center where the policemen were the ones protecting the people that were writing the results. It happened in my own area. And when we are seeing, and the sad thing is that the rig and I, we didn't see it today. The people who were doing this rigging, I don't know if any of them died today. So when we see these things rig and die, it shows that in 2027, this thing will happen and nothing will happen. We'll come on space, we'll come and cry. See, I was even expecting the ninjas, to
No, we are
showcase
not crying.
today.
No, no,
The
Henry.
ninjas were
Henry, oh,
nowhere to be found.
we are not crying again. We are not crying again.
Eh?
Uh, no, are
No
we
wala,
crying?
no
We just
wala,
come
no
to
wala. We no go cry.
update to. No, we are not crying. Honestly speaking, we
No,
are not
wait, wait.
crying. Like, no,
Prince,
wait. You know, say, Donald say
Prince,
something.
see,
Donald said they will not come and show you their own side
okay.
of the course.
Henry,
No,
why
no,
they
it's
press
not.
our neck now? Henry, stop. I beg
It,
you. We are pressing
You
our
want
neck.
break the table? You want break the table with him?
no, Doctor AI. It's not pressing, but maybe it was not on ground. But I'm telling you that we are not. Like Donald said, I mean,
No worry,
we
allow
would
you
have,
to finish. Make you break the table finish for us. Make
uh,
you break the table.
so let them also come and but we even want them to hide it.
Right
Savior,
also, you won't
Savior,
press our neck for here,
let
man.
him finish his
Yes,
submission.
Henry, please go ahead. So we are not crying. It will go to a point they will not be able to hide it again to be so visible. So, but Henry, go ahead.
Prince, no gag me now. See, make I tell you, if you say I'm not on ground, how did I win my own polling unit? I won it now, so I know what I saw. So if I'm here saying I'm talking from experience, right? So if I'm saying these are the things we need to do, if I'm saying some hard truths, it means I'm not here to say what we would like to hear. It's no better we tell ourselves the truth now. So that when it happens to that way, we know how to go about it. If you know what they call woro si woro, that's what you need to do. If you are not ready to, if you are seeing something that is not even election day, and you're already seeing something like this, so you know what will happen in that day. Otherwise, now this same space will come, open space, come the lament. So if you want to prevent those lamentations, what do we need to do now? Now to begin to face the hard truth. The ninjas were nowhere to be found today. It's the truth. The ring I die no happen today. And if you want win election, now we go see am. So see, my own be say all these people wey dey shout all these things. If you know what to do, better know how to fight your fight now. No rig and die will save you that day in 2027. No ninja will save you that 2027. What you need to do now is to galvanize offline. See, my own polling unit, there's a me there. You understand? My APC people know me from my polling unit. And immediately that when we got there, what they were saying, this and that. No, me, I no do my own like this. See how she go be. And that was how it went. But you cannot be on. That's why I said people need to be on ground. Look at what happened today. It's so painful. It's so painful. But me, I don't know say na wetin go happen. It no even surprise me. But my own is that we need to start strategizing now how we are going to run these people out. Otherwise, now wetin go happen go still
Okay.
happen. No. You go dey see.
Sorry, Henry, go ahead. Have you just make your round off your submission, my brother? Just go ahead. Just in a few seconds. Yeah, round
Okay,
off in few seconds.
okay. So now you know what you know in 2027 now you're going to see the police in full action. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. My people, go offline and start the work. Put in the work. Put in the work. Otherwise, the tears will go full year go plenty past anything. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your submission. I just sort of wanted to add, not that I'm trying to rebuff, trying to downplay what you said. Yeah, so it is important that I also point this out. I think GRV, from what happened today, GRV is such a smart politician. Forget, he may not be the P2B of Lagos, but he's quite smart. The fact that he had planned beforehand, to use three venues showed foresight, right? What happened today wasn't strange. It didn't come as a surprise, because he had predicted what was going to happen. Of course, he himself has intel in the government. I mean, he's not a small politician. At least the fact that APC had to unleash the full might of the state to stop him shows he's not a small politician. If he was infinitesimal, if he was just a lightweight politician, they wouldn't bother. They wouldn't care. All right. So we should expect that they are going to come for us. Now, I want to also point a particular incident that happened. That we are saying people are just making noise on Twitter. It's not true. The thugs, why did they run away so quickly? Right? Why they were able, of course, they were even able to do away with instruments was because of, I mean, some of the sound system, and then they were able to attack was because one, they had the guardian of the police themselves. They were armed. All right. Now it was not as though people didn't fight back. There was a particular incident that GRV prevented violent clash. If not, I bet you both the thugs and the people they came to attack would have sustained deeper injury. It was dear GRV's instruction that it didn't happen because people were also ready to fight back. This happened before my very eyes. All right. And I can tell you, people are genuinely angry and ready to fight back. Now, secondly, this is not election that we have to implement rig and die. This is a mere defection. Is a mere defection ceremony that this guy is holding. It is not election. And so there was no need for anyone to die. And like I said, it was by his instruction that violence did not escalate. It would have escalated and it would have eaten up the whole whole program. I mean, what is the essence if instead instead of holding the event in the manner he did, he would unleash his thugs or his loyalists, against the thugs, and then they would be fighting, and then the event doesn't hold. What would be whose benefit will it be to? I mean, to be able to even organize such, of course, that, he would have spent, he would have made effort, he would have made connections, he would have planned and all that. So the purpose of the event would have been defeated completely. But he was smart enough to be able to forestall what was happening what these people were bringing on board, by making provisions, right? He put out two venues to them they were aware of. The third one, he concealed it. And eventually, the third one was where he held the event and he achieved the purpose. So he made a fool of the APC. And so, of course, in this context, we wouldn't be talking about rig and die. We wouldn't be talking about confrontation because would have defeated the purpose of the entire event. Do you understand? And is he aware of what is waiting? I wrote an article. I don't know, probably Xavier would put it up here. And I clearly said, and of course, when I was able to speak with him today, I told him, Oga, you saw that article, what I said there, that you were competing in a difficult terrain, a forbidden terrain, because no politician in Lagos, no opposition politician has been able to go this far. No politician in Lagos has been able to drag the state government from the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. None. Not Jimmy Abaje, Funshaw William, when he tried it, they offed him in 2006. Jimmy Abaje had to withdraw to obscurity, when they threatened him. But this young man has stood his ground. He dragged the tribunal, and he had a very strong case that only failed because the judges who judged the case were politically exposed persons. If it were judges who understood their worth, who are genuine judges, the cases wouldn't have failed because the grounds were very strong. The deputy governor had taken an oath of allegiance to the US. So there was no way he could have even contested, by the way. He would have been disqualified alongside Samuel. But then, of course, it is Nigeria. The case was in the presence of a politically exposed. So I'm just trying to remind us of the trajectory of this young man. So what he did today was far well calculated. It was an articulated plan, well executed. And again, his presence at that place also made a difference. The police had held people hostage until he came. Of course, His Excellency Mr. Campella is here. He came with him, so he can also narrate what happened. They came, and it was in their presence that they were able to release these people to come out. All right. So, what is happening, of course, is an unraveling of what is happening or what is going to happen. But the good thing is that they are unraveling too quickly. All right. While the person whom they are unraveling against is not unraveling his own plans. And so we all know that APC is a one-way traffic command, in terms of implementation of their sinister agenda, which is just violence, intimidation, and fear. But then, do they know the plan of GRV? Do they know the plan of PO? Do they know the plan of the opposition, the ADC? If they're able to, of course, put their hearts together, do they know the plans of Nigerians or women Nigerians who would also mobilize against them in 2027? We all know where the problem lies. What happens is we are going to, of course, go down to the drawing board and draft our own strategies. All right. But what happened today, APC was squarely defeated. That is the take-home point.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. David. And I think that
Please, sorry, can I ask him a
sorry,
question,
I'm coming,
please,
Henry.
if you don't mind?
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, you can
So
ask. You can.
yeah, Henry, go ahead.
Okay. Please, when you say, like, there's some things that you said that, of course, you're on point. And my own talk, I didn't say anything about GRV himself. I'm sure he knows a lot of things. So my own question to you is that when you say rig and die, it's not for, you know, what happened today. Rig and die is for this kind of election. Rig and die is for this, is for that. So when you don't show that, that rig and die today, how will people believe that in that 2027 we are going to show that rig and die? Thank you.
Okay, so number one, yeah, when the thugs gained entrance, when the police helped them to enter the venue, people fought back. And also, there were people outside the venue who were mobilizing to enter, right? But GRV told them to hold off, right? So that is by the way. And people fought back. Now, and of course, you don't expect people who came for defection ceremony to come with guns and machetes. You don't expect that. Now, this is a mere defection ceremony, and not just a mere defection ceremony. Remember, people who are coming there, we are coming for the RV Foundation free health care. All right, so it was the venue for the free health care. Two things were supposed to happen. GRV's defection. Three things rather. GRV's defection, meeting with supporters. PO was supposed to join in as well. Now to meet supporters, to welcome him. All right, and then the last one would be the RV Foundation free health insurance scheme or outreach. So these three events were supposed to have held. Two held. The only one that did not hold was meeting the supporters welcoming him, which is just a mere what is it called? A mere show, a theatrics, It is not the actual event. Of course, the last one that didn't hold as well is the outreach because of the attack on the personnel. So you don't expect people who came for outreach to carry guns, to carry cutlass. It is not a smart thinking, that I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in itself is not a smart thinking. So, is this going to be replicated on election day? That is an impossible ask, an impossible question to even ask. It's something that is not going to happen, right? But what happened today is just a mere ceremony for defection of a candidate. There was no need for the whole drama. However, he anticipated it, and that was why he made provision for for more like fallback plans, right? I don't know if this answers your question.
Okay, David, let me chip in
Thank you so
something
much.
real
In
quick. I
fact,
know that.
to
Prince, let me say something real quick, right? Before the next speaker goes, if that's okay. Yeah, you see, huh, it's like at the grassroots. And if you really want to checkmate APC, you don't even say it. You don't even talk on tears and all that. And you could just go do your thing, right? And it's not about hashtag. It's not about it's beyond hashtag. And I'll give you an instance. In Edo elections, and before I continue, okay, I just want to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Kempela. Thank you. Good evening, sir. Thank you for all you've been doing and all that. So for Edo elections, we visited about all the wards, 192 wards in Edo states. And in one of the wards, we didn't just plan it. Okay, we were trying to campaign in I'm trying to look at one of these low LGs and all that. Right. But sorry guys. So we were there. Is it Esako East or Esako West or one of them and all that? But not that. No, sorry. So, but it was the hometown of the speaker, right? That's the speaker of the house then, and it was a PDP, and we just showed up there, and before we know it, they arranged talks. We didn't really know, so they arranged talks, and they didn't want us to campaign, right? So, what happened? In real time, because checkmating them in real time is another thing. Again, it requires some emotional intelligence and all that. And we had some backups. We have army, we have police, and all that. And we're watching them, right? And Olumide Akpata got out of the car, so he was advised to go in, and all. They didn't want us to campaign. It was very tense. It was very serious. So I was with the deputy gubernatorial candidate. We were in his car. And those guys were dead serious, like breaking bottles, blah blah blah, all those paparazzi, and all. We just look. We said for today, we must campaign for this village. We must campaign, right? And they did all they could. They tried to throw bottle at that's Pata's car, and part of his windshield was affected, even though it was bulletproof, right? What are we saying? Like when they challenge you physically and you show them, hey, look, you guys are bluffing. You understand? You guys do not hold the monopoly of violence, they could just pipe low. You understand? And last we did, you understand? We did campaign there, and there was nothing they could do about it. And APC is predictable. It's not about hashtag or being online. It's beyond that. Sometimes you are prepared, sometimes you are not. And when we tell people that, okay, Nigerians have to come together, you need to come together, this is what we mean. Because if we don't come together, APC will do what they like. So what they're test running something, especially in the APC state, they're test running something, whether it's going to work or not. A few days ago, last week, this week, they've been attacking opposition supporters, right? They're G3. Oh, Tinubu cannot be defeated. This, that. APC, you understand? Honestly, Tinubu can be defeated. They know. If we can have a viable opposition, a strong opposition, Tinubu is gone. They know. And for those people who are thinking that Tinubu will conduct free, fair, and credible elections, I don't know. Like, I'm not part of them. He won't. And they will not, they won't even review the electoral laws to get them out. Who does that? Right? They won't. So let's be real. They don't have the monopoly of violence, right? And we have to prepare. If you have any events, though I won't say some things, but hopefully, Prince, I'll call you on the deal. I'll tell you some of the things that we did in Lafia. Very crazy place too, right? You go just arrange. It could be a week or two ahead. The people, you understand, arrange. The people will be say that the cost begin for area like that. Reach them, reach out to them, bro. Sweet in the guns. Would they come tell our, you understand? Would they come tell our people, you understand our message? I beg, make nothing happen. Anything we go, I beg, make nothing happen. Be on the same page with those guys, bro. Not be police, don't be talk, not be anything. Those ones they will come from house and I lie. But after like let it out, we sabi the game. Oh. Like single-handedly, I did it. I'm not trying to like blow my trumpet. I did it. Like my friends were scared. Hey, doctor, are
No
you going
push
to be? I said,
strategy outside, Dr. AI.
okay. So okay, you understand? For real, we sabi the game. APC is bluffing, and they are predictable.
So,
They are very, very predictable.
what you just said, was almost what I said. There would have been strong, violent clash today had GRV not rescinded. I mean, it was just his call that cancelled everything. So I wouldn't say much about it. I wouldn't say much, but for people to
So
think,
no problem.
sir.
No, go ahead.
So for people to think that everybody just leaving APC. I mean, for GRV to have assaulted them today with 3 venues and still holding his this thing should clearly tell that he's not in just to. I mean, he's not here just here to cower. At the last minute. No, I mean, people were ready to mobilize violence, a violent reprisal attack against these APC talks, but he held it off. So he held it off rather. So let's not even dwell on that. But that is just the truth. He knows what is on board, and he is on board to play the game. It's as simple as that is.
Exactly. So that's what we are saying. Even on the day of the elections and all that, right? They're trying to like intimidate our boys again with guns. But we just look them. You understand? So we sabi the game. No be anything. No be by hashtag or by hashtag or something. Now real like it's real, but you can call their bluff off. Sometimes they may pull 1 or 2 triggers, right?
Sorry, confirm you can hear me, Mr. David.
Now I can hear you.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Doctor
thank you so
was
much.
speaking.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, because I don't know. Please, if you also notice any notification that my network is doing anyhow, please let me know. Again, so I think you have said it all. I just wanted to react to what Henry said. That was why I said, look, we're not coming here to just. I mean, the space is not to lament. We are not lamenting, and and not tit to tit. Maybe a lot of people are. I see a lot of people like probably were not on ground. I think coming virus. I was thinking it will come up. So you were not on ground. Probably if you were on ground, and Mr. David, do you know that there was one of our boys that were coming, and people were loaded inside. So these guys, I hope this space is still working.
Yeah, it's still working. It's working. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So the APC talks went to attack those bus, that particular bus that was coming. I was the one that even went to pick them. They were like four buses or five. So some had already entered inside. So that one was coming from the back. When they went to attack it, people stopped them. So from the inside, they were like the church program that was going on, but at the roadside there, it was like those five when they see Agboro, they fight with Agboro. But let's not go there. Like I said, well, for me, I'm not lamenting because they have also gotten an answer. And in fact, if not that, when this thing started, a phone call was put through to Oga. He said, "No, let's calm down first." So before, in fact, if not for his call, personally, I don't even think if I would be hosting space tonight. This me being honest. If not for, I don't think if I would be hosting space. Maybe I will still sleep for where whether that is where I go sleep safe. I don't know, but we thank God. We thank God, man. For me, it's not lamenting my brother. So everything went well. I don't want to say much, but just believe that the 2023 is not 2027. So that's all I can just say. Don't let me start saying some stuff I'm not supposed to before you, just because I want you to understand. Please. Thank you so much. So okay, Oga Victor, I've been raising him, but I don't think he's available to speak because I know I've called him several times. Mr. Victor, are you up now? No, he's not. Okay, non conformist. Good evening.
Okay, Prince, good evening, and the two co-hosts. I greet everybody. Good evening, sir, Kempela. It's good to hear from you again, sir. Um, I picked up the mic because of when Henry was speaking. I think, please, guys, we need to show some level of restraint when we speak with each other, so that everybody would, how will I put it, calm down, if that's the word. You come up here, you're saying where are the ninjas, where are the rig and die and all of that. You're trying to mock a couple of people. But if I ask you, this event was an ADC event, a coalition event, quote and unquote. So what do you want me ninja can do? They no be una where they talk coalition or nothing. Now you supposed did there. So if we start having a conversation, like it waters down the reason for this space, where we're going to come here and then start talking about which divide you're on and all of. I think at this point, there should be some level. There's a reason this whole matter has died down for a bit, and that's because some leaders have talked to a couple of people, and I honestly think we should respect each other. Because if we want to go by that logic, this was an ADC event, and I expected all the members of the coalition to have protected GRV and not people who say they want Peter Obi or nothing. So, when we now make all these false equivalencies, trying to call people, I honestly don't think that's the reason why we are here. We're here to discuss what happened today and how do we forestall events like that from happening again. I think that is where we should channel our energy. I don't think it's not an election to, for God's sake. So which one is where are the rig and die people? What did they expect them to do? Come there with PVC and card reader? What? So please, I'm just saying, let's have a conversation about what happened today. And please try not to now start creating a divide, because what that would do is to derail this conversation. It will water down the reason why people almost got injured. In fact, someone got injured today, why people almost lost their life today. And then we go back to the whole bickering and this and that. I honestly don't think that is what we should be doing at this point. And that is, by the way, and that's just to address that. Prince, I was speaking on the space yesterday or day before yesterday, and I said I miss the days when I used to be on spaces with you, because you give us a pulse of what is happening on ground. I'm glad David is also here because, like I was saying yesterday, I think people who live in diaspora have literally taken over this conversation with our election, and I find it very dangerous because what we do is we come on spaces, you have over 300 people, 10 people who are the speakers, 9 of them live abroad. Only one person probably lives in Nigeria. And then you're having rhetorics of we will defend our vote, this one, that one, that one. But when the election comes, many of us who are talking do not even live, we will not even be voting. And I think this is where we are beginning to drop the ball, because I remember before the election, it was people who were on ground that pushed and forwarded this, or no, not forwarded, people that were, in the forefront of this comment. That's why we could know, okay, you call somebody and then they say, in my polling unit, this is what is happening. I mentioned a couple of names there yesterday, and these are people I know that they were around in 2022, 2023. They are no longer in Nigeria. So whatever they did, we need to replace them with somebody that will do whatever they did times 4 or times 5. This is where I think we should be talking. That's what I'm saying. Twitter spaces need to go back to when it's people who are in Nigeria that will host it, that will be talking about what is happening. Because sometimes I feel like because we live abroad, we have 24-hour data, we have lights, our phones are always charged, we think that we understand what is happening on ground. We may be seeing it from our own angle, and that is fine. But can we get back to having people who live in Nigeria to tell us what is happening so that we know what we are doing? So that it doesn't look like you are saying a different thing on spaces. The next day, you think you've shaped narratives and all of that. The next day, the direct opposite is happening on ground. I was shocked today that it will happen that an event will be stopped for ADC. I did not expect that I would be seeing Peter Obi and El Rufai in Owerri when GRV is decamping to the ADC. I expected Atiku to be there. I expected Amechi. I expected all these men to be there. Because if those talks, they no bond them where to see Atiku, Obi, and all these men come to say they won't carry sound system. It is not possible. They never bond that commissioner of police well, and we all know this. So these coalition guys need to start working in unison. If not, they are wasting our time. How can GRV be having this kind of event and you don't have all these powerhouses behind him, talking with him and in solidarity with him? That is why they did what they did today. So me, I'm not here to come and exchange words with anybody. I'm just saying that we have done what we've done in the last 2-3 months. If we are going to move forward, let us start having serious conversations about how we will advance ourselves from where we are. Because as it is today, I do not think we are on the right track. I do not think we are doing the right things. And personally, that's why I have personally slowed down, because at the end of the day, I can say whatever I want to say from where I live, and then it feels like I know what I am saying. But at the end of the day, an event was held today. I was not there. But we are on spaces today now. Now we now come to talk say, if this one no happen, the other one no go happen, and all of that. Oga Kempela was there. I listened to him speak, and he told us what happened. So that is just where I am coming from. No, I know they fight anybody. I don't come here to exchange words with anybody. I am just saying that if we're going to do this, we have to fully respect each other, and everybody needs to start sitting up. Hold your side well, hold them very well, do your thing, hold your part of the boat, sail your part of the boat, and then let us work together so that we can know what we are doing. And that is all I'm just going to say. So thank you for the opportunity to speak.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution. And it's true, yeah. One of the lessons I picked from what happened today is this: everybody must get involved. Everybody must get involved in 2027. I swear to God, a lot of people on the street are very much ready. They just need leadership. They just need someone to lead them. I think it was Odunaya who sort of referenced this. They need someone to call action. They need that call to action. They need someone to make the call. I bet you, because for people to have volunteered to launch a counterattack on the thugs, except or bearing GRV's call, late hour call, asking everyone to refrain, shows that asking everyone to stand down shows that clearly people were very much willing to counter whatever nonsense these people were bringing. But of course, thank God that it didn't happen, because the counter would have escalated the issue, and then no one knows what would have been the outcome. Probably dead bodies would have rolled, but we thank God it stopped where it ended. So who is the next person, Savior?
Yeah,
We need
is
to we need to round up the space in the next 20 to 30 minutes, please.
okay. Yeah, that's even perfect. So the next speaker should be. I know Henry wants to react, but so what cannot confirm said. I totally agree with you on that. Of people in diaspora, I totally agree with you, and that's one of the discussion myself. Non, I mean, incoming virus we're having. What you see on ground is totally different from what I mean, some of us from afar think it's happening in America, it's happening in UK, it's happening in Canada, it's happening in South Africa. Nigeria one is different, and we must fight till we get that working uh, democracy system. So I agree that that of America is very perfect, but as for now, there's something that we have, and we must work on with it until we get our own fixed, and that is it. So for me, um, for the ninja side, ninjas are of two types and ninjas are of three types. They were massive ninjas on ground. And I swear on my life, this is public space. I said they were massive ninjas, another type of ninjas on ground. So um, this is
Prince,
not.
I know they see also.
Maybe Henry, like, maybe Henry, know the ground, please, Henry. So my ninja has been plenty. So
Yeah,
Henry,
okay,
You
okay,
know,
hold
you
on.
know,
Prince, let me
there's
say
something.
something. David, let me say something. David, let me say something. Let me say something, right? You see, this is politics, right? And let me say something, right? This is politics. And when someone, let's say, sees something that you're not seeing, right? And you want to, and you're not, like, he has seen, like, he has done his own homework. He has seen something you have not seen. And you want to, okay, and that puts you in a different pedestal, like different uh, spectrum, right? And some people begin to label others this, that, and all that, right? We are all oppositions. You might decide to call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. We want to remove Tinubu. That's the goal, right? We have a goal. We have something we want to achieve. And I've seen, okay, people going to spaces that you understand, calling people names. They don't want other people to involve. I was like, what's going on, right? What's going on, right? Because the focus is our principals are doing the work of the opposition. Ours is to see what we can do to also amplify that, right? And I'm with the coalition 100%, and I'm not apologetic. And I want people to also respect that. If you want to do whatever you want to do and all that, that's you. Do your own thing. I do my own thing. At some point in time, we'll all meet again and work, right? And that respect has to be there. And honestly, Harry, we have to also be we have to be respectful, right? So the ninjas have a strong reason. I came to realize they have a very strong reason. There was something that led to that, and I was convinced. But along the line, again, some people used to also label us in coalition, like me in particular, right? Memes, we've been bought over, we articulate this and that. That was where what's going on, right? This is politics. You might decide to get your own group, get whatever you want to do, get this and that. That's okay. But trying to label people this, that, I don't think that was nice. We can do more than that, right? And other than that, we have to respect whatever the person, the person may disagree with you on one or two things, but the person has not insulted you. The person has not insulted the obedience. So where are we even coming from? You understand? We have to grow up, right? And some of us look at the reality on ground. These guys are dead serious. APC is dead serious, and we have to come together. Once we are divided, Tinubu returns, and that's it. Who loses? Right? So that's the thing. So thank you, non-conformist, you're on point. We have to be respectful and we have to respect people's opinion and all that. We shouldn't mock each other. At this point, you understand, we should stop that. And we're telling people that also open spaces, whenever someone mocks anybody, please, as a host and co-host, learn to also draw the person's attention to that. That's the basic we can do, right? That's that, you understand? As a host, you understand? As a whole, that's the least you can do. You understand? Draw your listener. You understand? Let's talk about this. We can go beyond this. Okay, guys, let me yield.
All right, thank you very much, Doctor. Yeah, I think I wanted to point out it is very interesting though sordid, that the shooting by the thugs happened just about a few meters away from the barracks, the command barracks. It's just very close, where you have the Nigerian army housed. These shootings were going on, the pandemonium was going on, the chaos was going on, and nothing happened. These guys operated for about 5-10 minutes, nothing happened. So this goes to show that this is a well-structured, state-sponsored attack. But of course, it is good that we now know that we are all we have. If we really are ready to defend votes in 2027 and ensure that we nip these guys, and I mean to the ground, and then chase them out of power, we need to. Everybody needs to get involved. Wherever you're doing yours, however you're doing it, apart from the general call, your individual contribution, matters. And of course, it's not just about GRV, it's not about the leaders, it's about us as well. Start mobilizing in your own little way. Will you to the next person? Who is the next person? We'll pass the mic, and then let's speak with just 2 minutes, because we need to round off. We need to round off in the next 20 minutes, please. Victor.
Yeah, Mr. David, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Is Victor?
Victor.
Victor is not here. So let's have
Okay.
so let okay
I'm here. I'm
let's
here.
have a lady. So Valerie, Amir, AA Yusuf, Ignite, Happy. That's Happy, right? In that order. So Valerie, Amir, Yusuf, Ignited, Happy, then Harry.
But I'm here.
So 15 minutes, guys. Who? We've been calling who? Victor, are you there? We've been trying to call you. Okay,
Yes, yes, I'm
Valerie,
here.
the mic is yours.
I'm here. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead, Victor.
All right. So now, what? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me. Seems the network's a bit cracky. We have to be very, very intentional. There is nothing like saying we can die, and then we just walk into the polling booths to the where the event is taking place with no pre-plan, with no security of our own, with no physical arrangement, and then we just say we can die. How is the presidency with the governor stopping an individual, a citizen, from the campaign, which is a civil right and constitutional right? And then they took over the event and then messed people up, and there was no plan. Even when the previous location was that was announced in Kaduna was overtaken, and then we know this just happened. It's not even up to how many days, and GRV is going there to host an event without a countermeasure. We need to storm the IG's office and demand for protection. We need to storm the IG office and demand for protection. The police, everybody is paying the tax. Every now and then, you just increase the fuel tax, increase the vehicle paper tax, increase fuel costs, increase tax everywhere, and they are using our money to intimidate us. And we are just going to make slogans and say we are not going to Rick and die. I don't think we need to be, verbal in this matter. I think we need to be very, very, very proactive. How much does it take to hire security? How much does it take to hire security? If the federal government can use our tax money to get police to intimidate us, we can also use our money, get security to make sure the police doesn't even near the environment where the event is happening. We need to start this action. We need to start acting this action. We need to mount cameras there and go live. Let's act the action. Let's do the action and just stop these words. You put live camera there. Anytime the opposition, we are having events. Every event is as important to us as the election itself.
So we should go there full force. Since Tinubu and his cartel want to rob us with guns and tell us you can't shout, you can't do anything, let's take it, let's take it by force. There's nothing like stop inciting violence. The same police that is being used to terrorize us. We are paying the police. And somebody will tell me, why are you not afraid of police? You mean the police that I'm paying with my own money? Oh, because I am not a fellow police officer, I should be afraid of police for what? This guy in Kenya increased tax, and the citizens stormed the street and said you cannot increase tax. And the Tinubu and his cartel are just putting bills on our head to buy flashy cars, to buy private jet, and be doing trade. And we are just complaining, hey, why are you increasing tax? What stops us from shutting down the budget office? What stops us from mounting the Minister of Finance office and demand the explanation of the expenditure of our money? He said that the economy is stable. There will be no more borrowing on the third. On the fifth, he's saying that federal government needs to borrow 1 point something. What are we doing? We are contesting election. We contested election with this guy. This guy stole our election. And then after he stole our election, he has been terrorizing us. I applaud the confidence of road, but we need to do better. We need to be more intentional. I don't like this romance of words, romance.
Okay, Victor, can you run up, please? Can you run
Like
up in
for
10
me,
seconds? Thank you.
every activity that we hold moving on, police and army is restricted from entering that zone unless that police is protecting us. Police and army is restricted. 10 meters away, no police, no army. The private security that we have man the territory. Since the idea of police cannot use the police to protect us, and now we are not going to protest for the tax. We are not going to protest that we are not going to pay any 5% increment in fuel price after he took us from 189 naira to about 900 and something naira, and he now brought 5%. We are just going to keep quiet so that the tax will not come and do what? I mean, we should be, the money is there.
Okay,
How
thank
much
you,
is body
Victor.
count? The
Victor,
highest body count is 20,000.
hello,
How many is the
Victor.
money I put in my car that doesn't take me?
Victor, sorry, I have to stop you here. So we'll have to go to the next speaker. Sorry about that. Valerie. Valerie. Okay. Valerie, are you there? Okay, Amir.
Sorry, I've been trying to
Dr.
unmute.
Okay, sorry
AI,
about
So
I
that.
got
Victor,
sorry.
muted.
go
I don't
ahead.
know if that was network.
No, Victor,
Yeah.
sorry, we
All I'm
have
saying that we
to.
need
You've
to be
exceeded your time.
intentional. We need to be
Can
ahead
somebody
of these
talk to
guys.
him? Victor,
It
can
is
you hear
not
me?
rocket science. We can do it.
Victor.
Victor,
Let's
please
start
talk to him.
exploring
He has exceeded. He's getting to like more than
security
5 minutes. We'll
service,
say 2 minutes.
private security service. Since the police that we are paying with
Also,
our
so
tax money has been
I
hijacked.
don't think he can hear anybody, Dr.
I
AI.
think Victor is
That is
having
just
a network
my
challenge.
own. Thank you.
All
Okay,
right, all
thank
right.
you, Victor. Thank you so much, Valerie. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. AI. Hi, Prince Xavier, Obia, Sogu. So let me not hug the mic. Dr. Kempela and everybody. So for me, this report on today's attack by APC thugs, you understand? I like how you guys put on GRV and Lagosians because this says a lot that this happened in Lagos, you understand? And I don't know where the ADC backup was in the first place because ADC is meant to be the strongest party in Nigeria right now that has the most momentum trying to unseat Tinubu. And this happened. Obviously, we're not going to blame ADCI. We're obviously going to blame the culprits and the masterminds, the terrorist organization, which is APC. But I believe that ADC needs to understand what it stands for in the sense that there should be backup. ADC needs to understand that right now it is the most attacked party. And I believe this speaks a lot on how would I put it, on people that live in Kaduna and Lagos and Lagosians, because this first happened in Kaduna, you understand, nobody really said anything about it. El-Rufai went on interview, he made the statement, and instead of, should I say, the police doing something, they filed a criminal conspiracy against him. You understand? And now, since we didn't speak out, since we just left it like that, meanwhile, ADC members were attacked in Kaduna. Now the same thing has happened in Lagos. So should we be saying that where is this going to happen next? You understand? I believe these two events that have happened simultaneously should actually give us heads up to like be like you. What do we do next? Like what do we do? Do we need to talk to our coalition leaders that okay, you guys, this is not business as usual. This government has finally understood that we are coming. You understand? I don't want to be calling names out of the coalition, but for example, Peter Obi supporters should now understand that now Peter Obi is actually coming, for example, you understand? And now what do we need to do to back up our leader? Other people in other camps also need to understand what do we need to do to back up our leader? El-Rufai's camp, Atiku's camp, everybody else in the coalition, because this is happening to different coalition leaders. We understand the attacks on Tambuwa, and the list goes on and on, Ralph, Arabisola, and the rest. So me, I'm not going to hug the mic. I'm like, this is a wake-up call. I don't believe that we should now be sitting back, you understand? Meanwhile, people have been attacked. I was hearing the story of the person that his head was macheted or something like that. Like, why would we allow this happen to our comrade? Like, I would never understand this. And I'm like, we need to speak out. This must not go by like nothing. It must not be whitewashed by Tinubu's media. We need to speak out against it, and ADC needs to take this as a, how do I put it, as a grain of salt, in the sense that now this can never happen again. Like, how do we back up ourselves and understand that we are going to be under more attacks? Now it is crime prevention. We need to prevent this from happening with whatever means. I don't believe people should now come and blame obedient ninjas or ring and that or whatever. This is mainly an ADC matter. You understand? And still, we need all the backings of everybody, because obedient ninjas are still important, because we're supporters of Peter Obi. You understand? We need to find all ways to round it up. Sorry, we need to find all ways through obedience, through everybody in other camps. You understand? To come together to actually call this out and stand behind ADC and understand that if we are attacked, then 2027 is over for us already. This is a sign that they're telling us 2027, you don't have it. You understand? So if we don't come together now, we're going to be looking weak. So we need to come together and actually tell them that no, enough is enough. This can never go by. This is infringement of rights. We have freedom of association. It doesn't make sense to me that GRV's events be attacked like this just because we wanted to defect. But when it's APC's time to defect, they do it in Apabio Stadium, you understand? And nobody disturbs them. It does not make sense that they try to get two venues and it was still under attack. So Dr. A and Prince, thank you for this space, but I believe we need to do more. We need to do more. I can keep talking, but this is unacceptable and I condemn it. It's really, really bad. And this speaks volume to the government to understand that you guys are really a terrorist organization. You need to do better. This does not make sense, and this will not still make you not to be unseated in 2027. So I yield.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that
Sorry,
submission.
Dr.
We
AI,
will
can
do
you hear me?
better.
Let me
Thank you so
please.
much. Amir.
Dr. AI, can you hear me? Hello?
Amir.
I think Dr. AI, your host is speaking to you.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
you can
okay.
hear me. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to add to what Valerie said. You see, a Pablo can have, or the ruling party can have their uh gathering so peaceful and go out peacefully. Do you know why? Because, and when opposition have theirs, they will always be attacked. Do you know why? Because the police themselves are gurus. Police are political talk. They are the number one political talk, and they are being used. You don't even know, for police, I don't think an ordinary citizen would want to go and attack another ordinary citizen that doesn't know what he or she is he or she is with. I don't know if you get my point. So that's another side. Police are the main problem, but let me heal the mic. I also let me put out there. Police is a big problem in our country today. Very big one. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Yeah, I yield back to you.
Okay, hi guys. Prince, thank you so much, and David as well, the co-host. Prince, thank you, and David, for your sacrifice today and previously. My my thoughts and my prayers are with all those that were injured in the debacle, and I also pray that the Almighty continues to guide um GRV in his quest for a better Lagos. Um, at this point, you want to think that after the shenanigans of the 2023 election, he probably would have slowed down. But just like Peter B, he's remained steadfast and committed. And I also see Uncle Kempela. So I pray that the Almighty continue to guide them. Let me just say a few things because of time. Firstly, is a few of the lessons that I have seen from what has happened today, and I'll just piggyback a little bit to what General Snow said. This is an indication of the desperation of the APC, and personally, I see this as a win because just like you said earlier, Prince, they have or David, they have fully unveiled themselves. They've tried propaganda, and this has been resisted. They have come with bigotry, and that has been resisted. And what they have now done is to go to the gutters with violence. But there are some quick lessons for each and every one of us. One, there was little discussion online and more action on the back end. You see the ability to transact and have three different locations is an indication of astute planning. It wasn't, I know, Prince, you love spaces a lot, but Prince, you didn't open the space to discuss this. You didn't just open the space to discuss this. This was astute planning at the back end, and that ability to disguise and camouflage is all part of the political game. I was able to put in three locations, and Prince, for the first time, you didn't come to space to discuss it. You focused on the real deal, which is we need to get GRV to defect today and then to show publicly that he is now part of the coalition. And truly,
Sorry, Army. Let me even say this. Some of the insiders, right, will
mm,
not even know the where these locations are, like really clearly.
exactly.
uh So I mean that's another thing. So it's not something that even has to be on space or
That's my
to.
point. That's actually my point. The second point is that we will not get anywhere ahead in the 2027 election with Obama style politics of 2025. So today was not about manifesto. Today was not about, oh, I have plans for a greater Lagos. Today was about meeting APC at the point of madness. And again, I want to commend you because I know that this would have taken um, quite a lot. But there are some downsides to this. And that is my worry as we move forward. First and foremost, is something that has been echoed by, I think, my brother nonconformist. We need to have heavy lifting by the pillars of the coalition. So this was an event today that I should have seen Aregbe. Yes, Peter Obi said he was taking a step back, but we should have had a representative of the national chairman, Senator David Mark, because GRV is not just an ordinary politician, he's a big fish. Luckily, we had uh, Uncle Kempela there, but this was an opportunity for the ADC to show that they are at this point getting the national spread that is needed to win elections. I do feel that a lot of heavy lifting is done on the individual basis, meaning that each person they are doing their thing. I believe Malam El Rufai was in Imos today, but the right place to have been would have been Lagos because that extra support, that extra publicity would have drawn attentions to what had happened today. And then just landing, this is an indication that the Bola Tinubu administration, as I said earlier on, would not play fair. They will not pay fair. What has happened today is a micro view a subset, if I must say, of what will happen in the 2027 election. And what we need to do is to take the lessons from today, forget about the experiences, and evolve. GRV has done so. What then do we need to do? One, unity of purpose. Two, let's talk. Don't do your ninja, pardon my terms of words, on X alone. Please come to the streets. In terms of support, in terms of mass awareness, it is needed. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Mr. Amir. So, wonderful submission. Like I have always been saying, there's some massive ninjas on ground. So, I think probably one guy up, I was thinking that is, don't know, yeah, incoming virus. Oh, you know, won't come up, but good. Yusuf, good evening.
Yes, good evening, my brother. Let me confirm if you can hear me first.
Loud
Prince
and
Savior.
clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, all right, good evening and maximum respect, Uncle Ken. Non-conformist, sir. My brother's here. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been off
Non-conformist was
X.
on ground. No. I mean, is it no? Sorry, incoming virus. I thought you were the one that call. God, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So it's been a while. It's been a while. I've missed you guys all together. Uncle Fatah Ibrahim, I see you down there. I won't mention names one after the other, but the bond that kept us this long, may it keep us going further until we achieve that Nigeria that we want. And first off, let me speak on the topic before going any further. First, the APC are known and predictable, like it has been said over and over and over. It's a single game plan, but I have a better strategy, I believe. One, which is love. We don't need to even adopt violence. We as well can, but we really don't need to, because the greatest language is love. See, the problem of the society are those people that are uncared for, and that means the tools that APC use is known, is those people that are not cared for. Although some people are irredeemable, definitely, but how far are we going with showing these people love? How many are in your area, and how many are you committing yourself to helping, counsel, to empower? The more people we can give work to do, the more people we can train, the more people we can give knowledge, not only education, knowledge, the more people we can sensitize, the more weaker the APC and the corrupt politicians become. Then we will have a level playing ground for everyone to come and contest. Now, thank you for those at Lagos, for those on ground. I have always used Lagos as an example whenever I am talking about the obedience, because surely that is our stronghold, even stronger than the southeast, if I must say. So, if this thing should have happened and just happened without any retaliation or any form of defense, it would have been a big slap on our face. But however, we must find a way of sending a strong message to the commissioner of police, the IG, the chief of army staff, chief of defense staff. We must make sure that they understand that they are serving the citizen. They are not working for those politicians. Enough is enough. I get so pissed off whenever I see convoys having too many security. Why don't you secure the nation and reduce these people in your convoy instead of having them all in your convoy to the detriment of everyone? And then on the election day, they are the same people that will be used against the peace loving Nigerians. Aside the rig and die, aside every other method and strategy we are willing to adopt, we must make sure that we send a message. I don't want to mention any so that it will be an open suggestion to these people I have mentioned, that they should know that they are working for the citizen and they know it. And lastly, education of the citizen. The policeman don't have right to shout on you, to hold your trouser and drag you, to slap you, to snatch your phone. He don't have those rights. And the day that the average Nigerian is aware and is also aware that he is not supposed to attack the police, we are going to have a balance. And the police, who already know where they are supposed to be, will be more careful. And for now, let the silent work continue. Let's see in 2027. I have gone so much less of social talks, social media talks. I don't do my work here again. But I tell you, the networking on ground is stronger than I have ever had. And we are going to get a big blow from the north on APC by God's grace in 2027. Thank you for the chance to speak, and I yield the mic.
Thank you so much. Dr. AI, are you there? Dr. AI, are you there? Okay, I think Dr. AI is not there. I hope I can be heard though. I hope so. Una fit hear me abeg, no vex. Yusuf, can you hear me?
Yeah, definitely, I can hear you.
Okay, so OVA.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. I thought you have a queue. So OVA. Let's have you.
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Okay,
can hear
thank
you.
you. Dr. AI, thank you. Prince Savior, thank you. So, when I saw the issue of this attack on GRV, I was not surprised because if you look at they attacked Malai Merufai, they attacked Tamboa, and it's something they have been doing, but just that this GRV, this is the heart of the dictator. This is where he is, and he wants to protect to ensure that what happened in 2023 does not happen in that state. But the only thing I would say, I think Kami has said something that I like. And what did he say? He said it's time for the coalition to be proactive. And I made a comment when somebody posted it. I said, is it not time for, if you want to call it security, fine. If you want to say talk, fine. Is it not time for this coalition start planning for their own way of mashing this madness, whether by talks, whether by their own security? Because the gentleman politics that it seems we want to play. These people don't want to play it. Imagine what happened to JROV today just to declare. And how do we think election is going to be? And another thing I feel the coalitions should start doing is that let them start making strong warnings to these people. And that was what APC did in 2013, in 2015. There were many these things they were sending, and I think it's not just time to be saying we will pack them. There was something that Tamboa said, I think so, in one of his interviews, he said, since the police don't want to protect us, I think it is going to be time that we protect ourselves. And I took note of those words. And I think that is a strong word. And it's time for the opposition to start thinking that way. Let them look for every way to start protecting themselves because we are not expecting anything. And if we think this government is going to give us a free and fair election, I think that is, in fact, sorry to say this, but we should not put a free and fair election in our permutations. As we are making a land analysis for our election 2027, free and fair election should not be there. So I think it is time, and while they are trying to make sure the party becomes strong, let them start mapping out if it is going to be by talks or by their own security. I don't know, but let them start marching it strong, especially within those states where they know that the people, their puppets will be using they will be using talks and whatever that they want to use. And even if the police sef say they want to even still join the talks, they go soon collect too, because this is our life. And like what Amir said, why I think Yusuf, why they are going to be doing education, this police, and I think somebody said it, that the police said it was a higher order that they had from the top. Which top? So all these things, in fact, we should know that the whole of this state mercenary is against Nigerians, and it is against ADC and the coalition. And these are just the little tips we are going to see. So if there are people that are close to the coalition, to the leaders of the coalition, please, it is time you tell them, let us start marching, not this gentleman politics we are playing. And I think Amir said something that was very important, which was that this is the time that people like, even if the national chairman should not be there, the national publicity was supposed to be there. I did not see any leader in that coalition that was there. Probably my eyes were is paining me, or the pictures we are seeing did not do enough justice to the people that we saw. I think the only person we saw is my incoming governor one of these days, Kempela from Delta. I'm from Delta too, and the GRV and the other people. I know Prince Xavier will be there. I know this Niger Delta guy that has been treating was Okran, but we need the coalition leader, because this is supposed to show. Because look, if there is going to be a defection, in fact, it is the national chairman that was supposed to go there, receive with people like the regional chairman. Aregbesola was not there. I'm not even sure if the state chairman of ADC, sorry if I'm wrong, was in that meeting. It was just like GROV doing his own thing and defecting, which is not supposed to be. Because by the time we are doing this, the opposition will start thinking these people don't know
Sorry,
what to do. So I
Obi,
think,
can you hear me?
yes,
Yeah, so the
yeah,
party state chairman was there, and
okay,
Article sent his rep, and other leaders sent their rep. So all these leaders we mentioned, those that were not able to come to that very particular venue, send reps. So the likes of Gbon Aregbesola and Peter and other leaders, the main venue these people were supposed to be was the venue that this issue happened, right? So if you check the settings for people that were there, we had a VIP section, and those chairs were VIP section was for them. Hmm? And the stage, it was a very unique arrangement. So these guys, I mean, these leaders were supposed to be there, but this particular one you just saw was like a plan C. Okay, we know that, oh, this will happen. Okay, we move to the second direction, this will happen, then we have this one. You understand? So I know it got to a
yeah,
point that so when some people were gonna say, okay, at this point, this one is happening on ground already, so everyone has to respond. So there were some representative of these leaders we are mentioning, and the state chairman. There's no how anything can happen in Lagos, and the state chairman is not there. And on top of all this, the
okay,
third venue that Javi declared, and it was still in Alimosho. None of them knows no seats. So the Alimosho, they are trying to prevent activity from happening. It still happened there. So yeah, like someone said, I should not use the word over smart because the PC people are dumb, including their leader. So I mean, like I said, 2023,
So
2027. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, so please to round up my point, I think one of the things I would like to say, this hiding that we will be running around looking for this, and it's like we are being intimidated and we are hiding. I think moving forward, this thing should not be occurring. If we are moving for a venue, no matter the full force, if we are going to be using full force, let us use full force. And I don't know if I'm right, but I know within me, I'm just speaking from my own opinion. I think the leaders, if especially Lagos is a stronghold now, and that is what the incumbent is trying to secure. They want to secure Lagos so that what happened in 2023 will not happen. I think if something like this is happening, I think most of these key leaders are not supposed to even be sending representatives. Let's imagine it even took place. They are not supposed to be sending representatives. See, there are
Sorry, sir,
states
but
that
I agree. But while that was done, it was due to some circumstances which was duly discussed and understand. Yeah,
okay.
thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward, like states like Lagos, states like Kano, states like Kaduna, states like Akwa Ibom, these are key APC leader states. And if these people are going there, they should go there with full force. Let them know that something is happening. There are strategic states that if if the opposition sends a strong message from that place, they will know that something is happening. Even though every state is, even Rivers in South, Rivers is a state because of this Gluton, this guy that is there, Wiki, is a state that if ADC is invaded, they invade that place with full force. Let them know that things are happening. IE, thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much, Ovia. So, in all this, the truth of the matter is, um, we all went there full force, and there was a pushback. So, not as usual, not as usual. So, and not as usual. So, again, I think another challenge is because I think it would have got to a point where no one holds rally. Since you don't want Mr. A to go have rally, you should also have it. But the problem is our government, this institution called police. Before the event of today, I had to tour around, like as a checkpoint for someone that he just want to move from another party to another. The governor of Delta State decamped. There was no issue, no big campaign. He just decamped. This one even did as if it's a campaign, and there was no issue, no problem. Which governor again decamped? Governor of Akwa Ibom said decamp, no issue, no problem. Which one again? Though? There are many people that have decamped. Then you also have someone that want to decamp. Police now move out to stop. Police came out to stop it. Like, make it make sense. I said checkpoints were like, but I don't know. Some of the police, some of them thought they are smart. Fair enough. People like myself, I was even among themselves. A real. So it is so sad to see our policemen on black and black work alongside with people that are coming to armed, the people that they are meant to protect. That is when this woman in UK, what's her name, Kemi, said some stuff about our police. It is just the sad truth. It's very bad that the police that are supposed to protect the people are the one working with the people to arm the people. This is a recorded space. It is a recorded space. I say now, police led the Agboros to come inside, guide them. But when they were inside doing their stuff, when they came outside, and it was done the normal way. So it is just very sad that we are in a country like this called Nigeria, where police have no difference with the people they think they are protecting the people against. Honestly speaking, the truth of the matter is, police. If I see Boko Haram self today, see police, I go run go meet Boko Haram for help. go tell Boko Haram say I go join you. Boko Haram go help me. No say I go join am. Go let save my life. That is how bad police is. That the citizen cannot trust the Nigerian police. That is how bad it is. If I see Agbero, see police, I can run for to Agbero for help instead of police. Honestly, this is not. I'm not being biased here. Many of you will agree with me. And again, man, and again, I think there's something people don't know. They say NSAS, there's still SARS in Lagos. I don't know of other part of the country, but Lagos that I am, there's still so much massive SARS. Maybe they just rebrand the name. People are still suffering from police brutality, even the oppositions. It's very sad. What my eyes have seen, even the and again, the Uber man that was carrying me around, they damaged that guy's car. Dr. Kempel, I think I do have sent the picture to His Excellency. They damaged that guy's car. My properties were inside that car. This evening, the guy drove to my place to hand over those things to me. But when he came, he had already fixed his car. You know, his Uber driver. He will have to go out tomorrow. When I look at this man's wife, look at his children, imagine say like, imagine say, look at these are people fathers with beautiful kids, and you are coming to joke with their lives, and you think that people will keep on watching, be watching. No, now it won't happen again. That's just the simple truth, and it's not an hidden something. We will always come out peacefully. Since the police cannot protect us, I think it's high time the people start protecting themselves. Self defense. Maybe it might not be protecting ourselves from the police, but protecting ourselves from the unauthorized armed men that police, Nigerian police, are the one leading them to armed Nigerians. I think these are some messages that the world needs to know about our Nigerian police. Probably we are not really saying it enough. I said today, police secure Agbero APC talks to come and arm people, destroy people, steal. Probably the equipment they carry, maybe it's part of the police plan. When they say when you go, they carry this one, carry this one, carry this one. They took equipment of they have the list on my phone. If it's possible, I can even post it. But I don't think it's necessary to put it here. They send the bill of 28 million six that's 28.6 something. They say I not be DJ, but at least when you see equipment, because the if you check the venue, you will see some it was high quality equipment that they brought. They say mixer. They tell me one mixer is like over 5 million naira. So there are a lot. The guy speaker they damage it. They pick all of the mixers. They pick them. The speaker, I believe they for don't steal them too, but they break it since they could not steal it with police guidance. Go make sense. Make I swear again on my life. Let me keep quiet because so that it is better now on a quiet stuff. No obedience, we have to re-strategize. A lot of us don't get sense. Maybe as before. So sometimes if you have your strategy, you don't need to even come on. You don't need to say it on space, please. So thank you so much. I think everyone have spoken. Happiness. Everyone have spoken. Happiness, are you there? Hello.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, sir.
Um,
I think you have not spoken. Please, 2 minutes, please, so we can
all
round
right.
up. Yeah.
Thank you for giving me your opportunity to talk here.
Okay, happy not to be spoken. Happy, happy.
Sir, good morning. Can I go on?
Yes,
Hello.
yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead,
All
sir.
right. I like what Ahmed said. What happened yesterday is meeting APC at the point of their madness. I love that. People didn't allow them to mess up the event because they thought they have monopoly of violence. One thing I understand in Nigerian election in this APC regime is that they want to scare everybody for them to be able to do what they are supposed to do. But they won't do that this time around. We took it 2023. We are not going to take it again. This 2027, we are planning, we are strategizing very well to make sure that we reclaim our country. We can't continue like this. And one thing we will have to understand is that Liz is the friend of APC, not the friend of we, the opposition. Now we should understand that we, the opposition, are suffering the same thing. We should not segregate. We should come together. We should make plans. Once they know that coming to attack the opposition, the coalition, is as deadly as what they are coming with, they will not dare it. Let us not allow them to scare us. We should make plans for our own security. Because even if we ask talk to the police IG, they will give us security. But they still have the sole right to tell them what to do. So having that in mind, we should do well to go to any event with full force. Whatever thing that comes, if they want peace, we are peaceful people. If they don't want peace, we match them with whatever they come with, so that we will be able to reclaim our. How can we? How much life would they stifle from Nigerians before we'll be able to do the needful? We are the people taking this pain. We are the people suffering the misrule of the APC. We can't continue to take it. I love this program. I'm new here, but I'm very, very happy and I'm filled with the kind of spirit that I'm seeing here. And I'm sure with this, 2027 will not be like 2023. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Happiness, and God bless. I really appreciate your submission. So again, this is not the last one. Many of this kind of events will be coming up, and will be coming up from our end. So it's not just the ADC is the man who really wants to see Lagos working. So many of it will be coming up. So and that was why I said we are not standing down. APC can't stop this movement from rescuing Nigeria. So it is never possible and it can never be possible. Um, for me, we're good. We're very good. Um, we are very good. So we know there are some damages that will be taken care of. And again, we also got a report of the manager of the place that was being arrested, and thanks to His Excellency GRV, quickly ordered our lawyers to move down there and even himself so that they can go and ask why would why would they be detained? But even before then, before we got there, everything was resolved, and can tell you every of our people. I mean, so far there's no report of there's no report of we have our people inside detention. There's no report of such. I've not gotten any, and I have not heard of it. So, and also no report of yeah. So all of us, the ones that were injured, like Mr. Jesse was injured. Um, everything is working perfectly. He has gotten treatment. The RV Foundation car that was also damaged, and one of the personnel, I think they were throwing stones, so the stone hit her. It's also doing well. Just that I felt bad for some people that had experience that they wouldn't have. Yeah, because you know there are some people that when you see some, you know, so now they're the butter. So and you butter can't get some experience. You say feel like crying for them. So yeah, so at the butter can't get experience. You be like, this one don't supposed to be this at the butter. Now why? But we're good, and we're not going to stand down. We are not going to give up. We are not going down. In fact, when they do it, the more they do it, the more they make us stronger. That's the honest truth. We know what we are working against, and we know what we did 2023, and we know what is ahead of us. So, and when you know what is ahead of you, you prepare yourself to make sure you face it. You don't run away from your fear. You go after it, you face it, and you win it. And that's the truth. Like Mr. David said, we've never seen an opposition in Lagos State like GRV. There have never been any. Please, if there's any, do well to point it out. If you want to talk of the just last PDP governorship candidate, it's now in APC, Jandor. You want to talk of Egbon Jimmy, I mean, he did his own best. I won't say much. You want to talk of other people, the APC have never seen this kind of opposition. So that's why when they hear say he wants to move, they have sleepless nights. Order from even the presidency self. Presidency gives order to run on this matter. On it is well, no problem. Uh, we are all here. All of us, the Lagos, and we cannot leave Lagos. Um, somebody go to say, don't stop. I no go to my house again. I'm at home. Where will I go to? I say tomorrow we will still move. So that is just it. We need to get ourselves rooted on ground, and we need to also, I mean, another thing is that we need to be coming out. To get new Nigeria, we have to be ready for it. When there is events for a call for event, I know that this particular one, I won't say we have to come out because venue was not online. So there's no how people on Twitter would know where the venue is and all that. But I can tell you, would have the turnout was over 4,000 people. That was what we were looking out for, and the field was a field that can contain over 5,000 people, and shares were arranged to fill up that place. We did not put any address on Twitter, and due to some reasons, but that place was getting filled up. Thank you so much. We good. We are good. Um, Police have done their part, and I also believe that police will also hear from appropriate authority because it is unlawful to stop people from gathering. So you are trying to deny them of their constitutional right, and no problem. We know we don't have courts, but nothing bad with trying it while also doing the needful. Thank you so much. I don't think Mr. Kyle, they welcome. So I don't know if anyone wants to say speak. Just and again, what Mr. Nonconformist said, I also totally agree with him. There were a whole lot of people that did so many things 2023, and I can tell you some of them have traveled out. Even here in Lagos, we had one event here in Lagos, and I was looking for some particular people in a particular part of Lagos. And then I remember I said, social person that we used that did this on last election is no more. So I felt it, honestly. And I nearly come on Twitter to even cry about it, say, but say no, it will be an own goal. So actually, I agree with non-conformist on what he said. We need to get people replaced for in where there are loopholes is. And since we've taken over this app, we also need to take other apps and make sure we also dominate on ground physically also. So all these are important. Ninjas were massive on ground. We have many types of ninjas, and we are all ninjas. You don't know. Maybe some of you, if you even see me there, you might not even know me because I'm ninja. Thank you so much. I think at this point we can call it a, a morning or a day or a night. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless. Please let's keep amplifying and all keep calling this uh Togri police. Togri police. I'm saying it without minding my words because I know what I'm seeing and I know what I have. Maybe if they think they are not Togri police, by the time we put out the video, we will know. For them to be escorting thugs with armed to come and destroy or injure the people or do things, harm the people that they are meant to protect. We don't have police. We don't have police. Sure, I'm not surprised. I could still remember 2023, no be same police carry the organized with APC, few talks at Coalition Center. Here in Alimosho, same in Alimosho. Then when we get there, talk were just coming from left and right of the school environment that we were. Because you know, primary school now, and it was secondary school, technical school. For those of you that are in ground, you know where I'm talking about, technical school you got to. When we got there, there were police, you know what where it's called local government coalition center. In another word, it's a sacred place. It's a very special place. It's not a place that everybody have access to. It's a place meant for only political representative. Not just all political representatives must be coalition officers, right? But when we got there, it was filled with Igbo smokers, colo stakers, agboros of APC. Police were there and they were aware of it. When we got there, all of them they were just coming out from. They waited for us until when we arrived. They were coming out from classes, big, start attacking people. Police were standing. Police were standing, watching police. So when you see me talk about police, if I want to say some things about police, maybe an IGP could look for me as they look for Sowore. Police were there watching it. I say police with guns, if not for army. And I think those army were also for reserve. It's not just if not for army self. If not for those armies, and when they came in, chat, police is a big shame. Oh God, if my brother or my blood join police, I swear you are no longer you are no longer my relative. It is not they see them put place, I go and apply. It is not a career one should be proud of. They themselves, they know themselves, self. They know themselves. My brother can never join. Even though say I be jobless man, it's better to beg on the street than to be a police. I'm telling you honest truth. Police were there watching. They beat people, do all sort of things. It was when army came in. And so army just dispatch all of them. When army give them one slap na fence. But these are people that police could not handle because they were with them, because they have been settled, because they have been told my boys will be there. The next thing, when army took over the place, everything was moving smoothly. Everybody was coordinated as it ought to be. The next thing, in the morning, when they try to do their, for me, I had so much confidence and the boldness was so massive. I didn't even know some things I was doing. Yeah, sometimes I'll be asking myself, why was I doing all those stuff? I don't know. Maybe the army presence also. They tried to rig the election in Ali Mosho. They couldn't. They announced Peter winner. Our House of Rep guy. We all of us were sleeping there. The next thing, a candidate, a candidate took the whole DPO, all the area headquarter commander, all of them police, same police, drive for a locks, enter, wow. They enter with different results. Police guided, see protect. They carry result run. When army was pursuing, police were guiding Agboros that were shooting on us. Tell me why I should love police. Tell me why I should trust police. Tell me why I should rely on police. Tell me why I should tell my fellow Nigerians that police is good. Now they mad. Now police is your friend. Police is not your friend. Police is not your friend. Probably Nigerians need to run this campaign that police is not our friend, so that police self go have rethink that. Or more people don't know. Say this OT don't cast. so that they know that we are not their friends. Maybe that can make them coordinate. Because if the people start knowing that, look, police are not for us, and you see police the way they are, like people that are not for you, just like you see Boko Haram is not for you, Agboros are not for you, political talks are not for you. People need to start seeing them like that, just because that's the way they are. Maybe that will make them sit up. Let us, I know some of us are still telling ourselves police are our friend. Police is not your friend. Now there you go sub, you go know. You don't give people security, they go arrange another security. You still come withdraw the security, let Agbero to enter. Why? Let us make it make sense, please. It's not fair. Nigerian police, you are not our friend. We need to start running that campaign. Probably that will put them in order. I don't know what we think. Police are not our friend. Maybe if we start trending, get to some certain stage, police will have everything. Like I said, SARS is still on ground. What is the time now? The time is to 1 o'clock now. Go on the road of Lagos or on the street of Lagos, you will see them. They are still existing. And they can carry it to where you don't know.